part of meditation. Hello, everybody. I'll give people time to come on in the live, the room, the group, whatever it is that you need to call it. Doesn't matter to me, as long as you're comfortable. Because with this topic today, I'm going to need everybody to get comfortable. Because what we're talking about today, I'm going to show you. See that? Bandages, Band-Aids, whatever you want to call it. But before we get started, let me introduce myself. My name is Momma Rhodes. Real name, Shannon Rhodes. But some people call me Momma Rhodes. And that's because I'm that mama that's going to give you that voice of reason, try to keep you on a straight path. I'm that friend, I'm that anchor, I'm that root that you're looking for, a Christian, a wife, entrepreneur, author. So, a lot of things. And sorry about that. So as you come into the room, please say hi. Just don't come up in. Or if you shy, that's okay too. Eventually you'll get to know me and you'll be welcome to speak. And to answer that question, what happened to my arm? Nothing that you can see. That's what we're going to talk about later on. Peeling back this Band-Aid. So as we get started, you can share and like. I'm on Facebook and Instagram under Combo with Momma Rhodes. And this is Let's Talk Thursdays at 8 p.m. on Facebook. Hey, Roshinda. Welcome. So, I'm going to start out first by saying, as you may not know, January is self-care month. So that is why our topic kind of aligns with that. So I want to just go over some things about self-care, because that's what you need to do is everybody needs self-care. And we as women need it a lot. If you are a wife, a mother, a sister, a friend, female, you take on a lot. We absorb a lot because we have that nurturing quality that we always want to go out there and help, to where we will run ourselves to the ground before we even know it. Sometimes we don't even know it. So I'm glad I like that. Self-care month in January, right after Christmas, when you done all that ripping and running, trying to make the holidays perfect for everybody. So what am I doing for self-care month? I tell you what I'm doing. I'm doing, I'm intentional about my time. So I'm spending 1 hour reading whatever book it is that I want to read, because that's my business. But I'm currently reading the 12-week year, and this wonderful book, by Kimberly Lawson. I cannot find it. Must be in the bedroom. But that's a good book too. One is time management, and the other one is helping me to be a better woman, a better Christian, and living in God's light. So those two books are good for me. So once again, as those entering, y'all see this right here? At the end, we are going to rip this off, because this right here is the subject. This Band-Aid, this bandage. So what made me come up with that, I'm in this Bible study class. And First, I want to say we need to focus first on Philippians 4:13. Everybody know what that is, and maybe not everybody if you knew. But I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So a lot of us take time out to do these self-care classes or self-esteem classes to help us with our self-esteem issues. Well, what I found out, and trust me, I have read tons of books, taken tons of classes about lifting up self-esteem and all this. But only thing that we're doing when we're out saying we're looking within ourselves to cure that, we're looking within our own mindset, trying to change a mindset, and we're trying to do that alone. When all alone is only one person that could change that. And that's the good Lord. So how we start off with these bandages, that's what they're called, is past hurts. And some wounds are deeper than others. And we apply these bandages on our arms or on our lives, on our heart, on our mind, wherever you need to place it, where your heart and the pain occurred, we apply these bandages to get through it. But you didn't heal the wound. So technically, it's still there, just waiting. And how can a wound heal? I tell you how. Any doctor will tell you. You have to disinfect it. Air has to get to it, which is the meaning of exposing it, to talk about it. So many of us have stories. I have plenty. Love to share. Gonna share one tonight. Some we love to share, some we like to close up because we're too embarrassed or ashamed to tell that story. But the embarrassment and the shame sits in that wound because you done applied that Bandaid over it and you trying to move on, gets infected. So in the long run, you're going to need a doctor. And who's better than the doctor? I tell you who. His name is Jesus. That's who it is. So as we sit and we look at this bandage, because I'm going to tell you what my bandage is. My hurt. See, my bandage that I put on my pain was called the fear of rejection. I used to walk through life and something would happen to me and I would just write you off. Just, cut. Just gonna cut you off immediately and move on like it wasn't nothing. Well, come to find out as I got older, that's not a good thing to do, is keep cutting people off, because how you build relationships, if just everybody you meet, you don't give a chance, you just cut it off. But the reason why I was cutting it off was due to fear of rejection. Now, I prayed to the Lord and asked him to reveal to me what caused this. What was causing that that fear of rejection, or why I have such a hurt. Well, I tell you why. Back when I was in kindergarten, first grade, this went way back then, I was bullied. I was bullied in kindergarten, and I was bullied in the first grade. It was a group of girls just bent on making my life miserable. I don't know why. I didn't do anything, just showed up to school. Could have been my light. I don't know. Maybe they didn't like the way I looked. But anyway, I was a target. So instead of conforming to these girls or joining a group and belittling myself, I stood up for what I believed in, which was myself. So then I developed that persona of, I'm not going to allow you to hurt me. I'm going to cut you off before I allow you to hurt me. So that was the persona and the start of me going through life, just cutting everybody off. So no matter what, even friends through life, I'd be like, okay, Let me just cut it off. And that is not the Christian way to do it, because God is not, that's not love. So later on in life, I was told that you got to pray and love on your enemies. And I would go, how am I going to love on some enemies? They hurt me. Because hurt is one of the biggest wounds of all, is that hurt. Oh, that hurt. And if you don't heal from that hurt, that pain and all that would just infect every being in your body. It will lead to stress, relationship issues, relationship with your kids, your spouse, job issues. Whatever it is you're going through, you can't move forward for the life that God meant you to be with all these past hurts. That ain't how it works. So if you sitting there wondering why I can't move forward or why I can't sit and be successful, well, it could be we probably need to examine our heart and really, truly examine your heart. Not that surface level. You got to dig deep, because that infection could be deep. So if y'all wondering what's this bandage here, tonight we're going to pull it off. And as I stated earlier, it's going to be painful. Because how many people have had a bandage on your arm that you had to pull off? And that sticky tape is on your skin. And you have to go peel that off. Well, we're apprehensive. And another thing about peeling off the bandage, because what's under there is probably not really pretty. Because wounds, when they're healing, is not pretty at all. Some of them are very icky. Some of them say disgusting, or whatever it is. But the more you expose it, guys, ladies, whoever's listening, once you expose that and give it over to that nourishing God's air, that wound gonna heal right on up for you. Now, some people's wounds, let me correct that, might need some help. You might need a doctor, because you done allowed that Band-Aid to sit on this wound so long that you need to go get some professional help. And if you think that's you, please reach out and get some professional help. You will feel so much better. I guarantee you will feel better. Whether you have to go talk to your pastor, or you even talk to a licensed psychologist or a therapist, whatever, they will help you to heal from those wounds. As I stated, it helped me a lot, because one of the things I have learned, I have really stopped cutting people off and weather through it, and then you find out that they are really awesome people who going through the same issues as you going through. But you done sit down there in life, and you done sit down there and cut off everybody. You never know. You never know what somebody going through. So you have to weather through it. Dig deep. Don't be selfish. Dig deep and find out what's going on. So as I heal from that, and I say, you know what? I'm going to allow myself to be hurt, because I know the good Lord going to heal my heart. And if I do it out of love, I'm willing to take that risk. For one, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to y'all on Convo with Momma Rhodes. For one. So I must have to love, because put yourself out here and be judged was something I'd never do. Why? Because of that fear of rejection again. Okay, I'm going to tell y'all a little secret. That fear of rejection to me is like this shadow that sits behind me, and it just in my ear, just doing like this, just telling me. You know what it's telling me? Oh, Shannon, nobody want to hear that. Shannon, nobody care about that. Shannon, stop. Just shut up. Just, why are you even talking? That's that fear of rejection. Once again. So I've learned to control it. I done pushed it back. Get away. Fear of rejection, go away. And I also say that prayer. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. I don't need you. Or, as my mother-in-law would say, get thee behind me, Satan, because I know that's you. So, we have come to this close by peeling off the bandage. And you have your own personal wounds. I don't need to know what they are. That's between you and Jesus. But I highly recommend that you pray about it and dig deep inside to move forward, to get over those hurts. Because some people's hurts and their fear of that hurt happening again is limiting. Case in point, you know you had a coworker that sit down there and you said something and you don't know why they sitting over there bitter or they got an attitude, and you just know that you just said that one thing, whether it's good morning, that set them off, and then you have to say, oh, well then stop. You need to be a good sister, and you need to go over there and you need to say, my sister, I love you. Are you having a bad day? Is it all right? Or maybe show up with a favorite drink or something. We don't know what people going through that's challenging, and they having a hard time getting over. But I can say this, love conquers all. So that's how I was able to get over my fear, was my inner circle of friends that told me that, Shannon, you're wonderful. Shannon, you can do this. Shannon, you just touch one person. That's all that matters. And I said, okay. So tonight, I'm ripping off my bandage, y'all. Right here with y'all. Y'all want to see? It ain't gonna hurt. But okay, we're gonna do this. All right? Oh, guess what? They don't really hurt. Alrighty then. There we go. So what this says, I know it's probably going to be upside down for y'all. I had written fear of rejection. That's it. I done ripped it off. Gone. But you know what? Just because I took the bandage off don't mean it's gone. See? It's still there. Yeah. Gonna take a while. Because I got to go cleanse it. Y'all want to know how we cleanse that? We cleanse that through the blood of Jesus, some disinfectant, God's wonderful air, whatever it takes, and exposed. There it is. So if y'all want to know what Mama Rhodes' biggest fear, well, it was fear of rejection. Because that I am working on, and I almost have it conquered. But there will always be that scar. But I know how to deal with that scar. And I'm willing to share my story regarding that scar. So if you ever want to know, come seek me on my website, Convo with Momma Rhodes, www.convowithmommarhodes.com, and schedule a consultation. It's free. Anybody have any questions? I see y'all enjoyed it. I did too. I love to share this. And we're going to talk about, for the next month, on healing wounds. Because tonight we just ripped off the Bandaid. That's all you did. And I hope that you go home tonight and you rip off your Bandaid. Or even start peeling it off. You don't have to rip it all off in one day, because some of y'all got big bandages. I would not advise ripping all that off at one time. Yes, Jennifer, it was the blood. So some people got those big wounds, and I highly recommend don't doing that by yourself. Do that. Help start peeling it off with a friend, your pastor, your sister, your mama, your daddy, somebody. Because we don't know what might come out of that wound. You might need some support. So as always, I'm here on on Thursdays, 8 p.m. here on Facebook. And next week, we're going to dig in this wound next week as I expose my truth. And I hope that I've helped someone. Love y'all to the moon and back. And God bless. Bye-bye.